So a question we see a lot online and from our brokers is, what's the best mortgage product? What's the best rate? The true answer is that it is client specific and situation specific. In my personal life, I have had I think I calculated 17 different mortgages. Not one of them has been the same. Not one. Okay, so depending on if it's a house, a rental, a cottage, a property I'm going to keep for a long time, what interest rates are doing, what the economy is doing. Sometimes it's a 3-year fix. Sometimes it's a 5-year fix. Sometimes it's like I've done private mortgages, like kind of like a reverse mortgage product. I've done a lot of variable. It really depends on the situation I'm looking for. Sometimes it's purchase plus improvements, but I want a specific lender that allows me to go over a certain cap that other lenders may not go over. So it really depends. And this is where a good mortgage broker comes in, because you are not just an order taker. You are not just, hi, what's the best rate? And you go look at Lender Spotlight and say, here's the best rate. What do you need as a client? Because sometimes they need a lower rate to qualify for more money. Sometimes they need a B lending option so that they qualify while saving money on their taxes. Sometimes they are looking for a product that has the lowest penalty because they're not sure what they're going to do with that property. Maybe they think they're going to sell, but the property is up for renewal now and they need to make a decision. Maybe they're looking at something that you can allow a line of credit in the future because they might want to do renovations and they don't want to refinance their mortgage later, but they don't need the money now. Sometimes you're looking for something with an advanced tax strategy. Maybe you want to do some cash damming, and so you need a product that will work for that. Maybe other times you are just looking to save the most money possible in interest, and maybe given like the options, maybe a variable or a shorter term fix makes sense. But yeah, I've never had the same mortgage twice. I've used the same lender sometimes, but I have had all different lenders. And this really goes to show that if you are giving strategic advice, if you are giving the best advice possible to your clients, treat it like it's yourself. Treat it like that's your money. What would you do? What would you consider? What are things you didn't think about? Because everyone will come to you and say, I want to save the most money, or I want the best rate. But they have to recognize that there's a whole bunch of other things that go into deciding which one's going to save them the most money. If you are in the process of paying your mortgage off, potentially you need to shop for something that has higher prepayment privileges and a better ability to pay that mortgage off because they're near the end stages of having a mortgage, and it's going to be very important for them. Other people, they're never going to use the prepayment privileges. They do not care. So it very much is important that you're looking at every situation a case by case. Some of the scripting that we've always used is around the rate, because clients will say, I want to have the lowest rate. And we will say, sure, you have the lowest rate. We also have like 60 different mortgage lenders and hundreds of different mortgage products. Inside that, if we're looking at rate and a whole bunch of them are the same, what else do we need to look at? What else is important to you? Is it penalty? Is it prepayment privileges? Is it flexibility? I know that I've picked mortgages before where like I'm doing a lot of renovations, and that line of credit, although it's offered at other lenders, online lenders, that I can do the same product or maybe a lower rate, but using it would make me crazy. I want to walk into a bank, take the money out or a credit union and hand it to my contractors. I don't want to have to go online, order a check, sit at home, wait for them to purelate it to me. Like, this is no good, right? So we do have to look at what's actually going to work for the clients and then make the case for why. Because when you start looking at, okay, here's what's most important to you. Yes, everybody cares about the rate. Everybody cares about paying the lease. Now, what are the other things that are more important to you? And then you start contrasting those products based on what you told me, what's most important to you with this property, with this situation, with what you want to do with it. This product actually makes the most sense. And maybe it's going to cost you $4 biweekly more. Is that worth it? If not, we can use this cheaper product, but here's the reasons why it might not fit you. And when you start positioning products like that, mortgages like that, You move from an order taker to a strategic advisor. And that's what we are here as mortgage brokers, because anybody can go online and type in and buy now, take a rate. But that's not what they're coming to you for. They're coming to you for help. They're coming to you for advice. They're coming to you for strategy. And they're coming to you to read all of that, 16 pages of paperwork in their commitment that they're probably not going to read. They're coming to you looking for more than what they can do on their own. And you need to be able to provide that to them. I wish you total success in positioning products and helping people with rates. And I just think it's very, very important to prioritize explaining the pros and cons of the products and making sure that we're moving past the rate conversation. Yes, it's important, but what else is important? And then making sure that we're actually getting a client in the right product.